right, y'all. So I know I'm coming back early than expected. I've got hey Poppy. I've got Ziggy Hill talking about 6 Up. I don't I'm gonna build a mojo out here. Minnie Pearl. Where have you been, lady? I haven't seen you forever. Forever and ever. I'm trying to get rid of a headache. I'm trying to get rid of a damn headache. No, I got a headache. This may make me have a bigger headache. You had a dentist appointment? I know, I got to go to the dentist. I need to go to the eye doctor too. I think that's why I'm having headaches. You've been around? Oh, Minnie Pearl, you fit right in over here. We get around too. Because we the hoes. We're hoes, girl. We get around. For real. Okay, so I got my background music vibes going on, and I am commentating on this. Flies. I am a Google psychiatrist. You are lucky, girl. You just call me. I'll freaking give you an appointment for free. First 2 appointments are free. Freebies. You will be cured within the second appointment. I can promise you. I'm not saying that I may not hang up in the first appointment, but, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Talk about what you need to in chat. Please state if it's in your opinion. The opinion of this channel does not necessarily mean that the opinions of others are the same as mine. Hello, Stephen True Wrecking Crime. Uh-oh, flies is throwing the vegetables out. I'm freaking scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of vegetables. Especially the kind flies throws out. Yep, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, let's get busy here. Now, this is Ziggy talking about 6 Up. What is it with everybody talking about 6 Up? Crystal said something really freaking weird. Okay, I'm not even going to repeat it. Crystal, for real. Okay, so let's see what Ziggy has to say. Now, Ziggy's been mad at everybody. Oh, I would love to show you the look on her face. It's a big frown. Turn the frown upside down, Ziggy. Girl, what's wrong? What is wrong, Ziggy? Oh. I can hear my tiny violin. I can hear it. Oh, sorry, the string broke. Hey, again, exploited. All right, are you guys ready for this? Just please dress up your cursey words, okay? Gotta have the dressing up of the cursey words. All right, here we go. All right, Ziggy's not happy again, okay? Ziggy, you're still on your honeymoon. Turn that frown upside down, girl. All right, here we go. She's not happy. I wish I could show you her face. She is not happy. Oh, I can't even clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Crazy Mom. Hey, Jerry. So, hold on. Let me go ahead and send this to some people because I wasn't expecting.
Hey, a little tidbit of information. I don't think I've ever went into Ziggy's chat. I don't remember ever going into her chat. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Well, probably not really for me. I don't go into a lot of chats.
To go live, like
a virgin. Hey, touch for the very first time. Matthew, quit freaking going live. Quit scheduling your live when I schedule mine.
I was live on my other channel trying to mind my own business.
I bet you were.
And of course, here comes Six up in her fake accounts. Like,
that is so sweet.
Not leaving me alone.
Thank you,
insisting
girl.
on freaking getting my attention, you know, and pissing me off.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Poppy.
So I'm releasing never before heard calls.
Never before heard calls. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Because I've been holding on to these for like
how long?
A year and a half.
Oh, a year and a half. So I'm
releasing because I could care less about her. I just want her to leave me alone.
Why?
And she keeps posting shit, like acting like it's new news, the shit she's posting. You guys, let me correct something. Yesterday when I was live, it was an honest mistake when I first said,
Ziggy, I didn't like the way you rolled your eyes, and I wish I could show everybody. But dang, she's talking so fast. Ziggy, how am I supposed to commentate on this? Girl, I do have you sped up a little bit, but holy guacamole. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Poppy. I'm going to pin that. I know everybody's over at Andrews. He needs $150 for groceries. I know. Nobody has to tell me. Okay. Here we go. Again. Lord, Ziggy. Boy, she gets really mad at people, doesn't she? It's the fumes from the resin, Ziggy. Ziggy. And she's got her little bitty dog up behind her on the couch. Oh, that dog is cute, I must say. But that's a lot of freaking hair. I'm just saying.
When I asked Fred if he had been convicted, I said, you haven't been convicted of child abuse before, have you? Because I didn't really remember that. I thought it was child endangerment.
What the? Excuse me. Excuse me, my people. It wasn't abuse. It was endangerment. You guys, I really want to show you the look on her face. All right, close your eyes, everyone. Close your eyes. Think of Ziggy when, where she's kind of, I'm wondering, and this is just my question, if she ain't fibbing a little bit because her eyes are all over the place and, oh, Lordy. All right, I'm sorry I put that picture in your head. I apologize.
Did it like 10 seconds later, and this bitch is over there acting like we're liars because I freaking corrected it, said something wrong at first.
I don't know if I can do this. Ziggy, I have a question. Did you correct it after you got called out? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking. Oh my God.
I even said right after, it's connected to that Virginia incident. It was standard procedure because of that incident happening. That Laura was on the premises. They lived around their family. Like, it wasn't just like they had houses, like family that lived next door and stuff. And Laura was not in the house with the baby when that happened, but they still got charged with the baby, endangering the child. Okay.
I could still see that as child endangerment because children live there. I don't know if I believe this. It was corrected after the proof was shown. Well, thank you for showing the proof. Okay? She needed to be reminded. So y'all are reminding her. Okay? You're reminding her. I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel she's under pressure. I feel she's under some pressure right now. Yes, thank you. If you guys go over to 6 Ups, she will show all the documentation stating the whole incident that transpired. The news article says you could smell the children just by walking up to them. Wow. Wow, so Ziggy, you haven't read that article? That's okay with you? Oh, okay. All right. But look, that wasn't Fred's fault, right? That's all Laura's fault. I can guarantee you. I haven't even listened to this, and I know here pretty soon somewhere Laura's going to be to blame. Thank you for dropping 6UP's link there. Oh, can you drop Ziggy's too? Did you do that? Yeah. Yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna do it over here, okay?
So the baby was there with Laura, but not in the residence at the time, but they still somehow got charged for it. It was on the premises. So anyways, I've never lied about it. I put this stuff out myself years ago. And if I have to, I'll go back and pull it out. Okay, I don't understand, guys.
Ziggy, I'm sure you are gonna go back and pull out a lot of content that you had before. I just have that feeling. That's just my psychic abilities. You know, let me get on the wavelength. Ziggy is going to go back, and for a little while, she will just put out all of her old content. Some of it you may want to edit first. Okay, I'm just saying.
He didn't intentionally abuse a child, and she's trying to act like, oh, he's like intentionally. No, you're trying to cover for something I said about Cher when she intentionally neglected and starved her animals. You're talking.
Why you got to bring Cher into it? Are you mad at Cher too? Damn, Ziggy just mad at everybody. Let's just bring everybody up. Who's next? Who's next, Ziggy? We all know about that stuff with Cher, okay? And if you guys don't, I mean, if that's your cup of tea to go in to look at that stuff, feel free to do it. But yeah, there is paperwork on the animal stuff. It was pulled up at one point, yes, if I remember correctly. But my advice, because we're all adults, if you need to ask Cher about it, she'll freaking tell you, okay? I'm just saying. Hey, all right, Mama Bear and Cattle King in the house. Okay, so anyhow, that allegedly did happen, okay? But why you gotta call people out just because you're mad at one person? I don't understand that, but okay, if that's how you feel.
About an incident that happened at the spur of the moment, in the heat of the moment. You're not.
The incident happened in the spur of the moment, the heat of the moment. Is she talking about when Fred pew-pewed the guy in the neck? Trigger warning, right?
Talking about some actual somebody abusing a child. Your point is completely mute. I never said he wasn't charged with that. I corrected what I was saying. It was an honest mistake. And if you want to,
Ziggy, sit still, darling. Look straight into the camera, because you ain't looking at nobody. I understand people in chat, you don't see them, but that's who you're talking to. You need to look at the camera, okay? Or put your icon up. Because, girl, I'm sorry, your body language is kind of messed up right now. I'm trying to describe it to you guys, okay? I'm just describing it.
Here and burn me at the cross, like, so be it. I put that shit out years ago myself. Yeah, like unreal. So since she wants to talk about him, we're going to put out all these calls that I've been holding on to. Not even going to listen to him before I put it out, because I don't really care. Actually, I felt bad for the guy, so much so that I even sent him $20. I mean, he was crying.
You kind of felt bad for the guy that you thought about taking $10,000 for to marry him to get a green card too, right? Did you feel bad for him too? I'm just asking. I'm sorry. I'm just asking.
Crying on the phone to me like a girl, like bad. He acted like an abused animal. So when he went to jail, I even put this out here. This was, you got to remember, this was.
Wait, is this the dude that she brought on there? Ziggy, you've had more than one guy on there. I'm confused. I remember a long time ago, somebody's ex came up there, and it was weird. I don't know. I thought it was weird.
Back in the heat of, when I first got a protective order against, around that time. Well, it was in the middle. I had a protective order for her. No, it was a year at that point. I know, but this is important, Dottie Lee, that people know this, because she's trying to confuse things. I'm glad she put up the whole thing about the incident and all, but still they're trying to act like he intentionally abused a child or neglected a child. And that's not what happened at all. And I'm not lying.
Ziggy, read the newspaper article. Okay, just read the newspaper article. I guess you want to protect your man, and that happened years ago. But there's you need the facts.
Lying about it. I'm saying I'm the one that released it. It was put out by me initially. So I don't understand. I thought it was child endangerment, which I guess it is. It classifies under endangerment. The type he got the level 6, which I guess is it. Carrie said was looking it up for me and sent me the whatever. But yeah, you endanger a child.
Level 6. What is level 6 child endangerment? Damn it, Ziggy, you got me Googling, girl. What is considered hold on. Level 6 child neglect. Here we go, class. Let's see if we can find. And that would be where? Would that be in Virginia? Would that have been in Virginia, right? Or was that in Tennessee? Let's see how fast somebody can answer me. I want to make sure we Google it correctly. What does yes mean, ma'am? Yes, Virginia? Okay. Virginia. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. Oh. All right. Here we go, class. Are you ready? In Virginia, child neglect is considered a Class 6 felony when a parent, guardian, or caretaker's actions show a reckless disregard for human life. This is a less serious crime than a Class 4 felony. Okay, so, I mean, huh. A Class 6 felony child neglect charge can result up to 5 years in jail and a fine up to $2,500 or both. Examples are physical neglect, including failure to thrive, or medical neglect, abandoning a child, or committing or allowing inappropriate acts and exploitation of a child. I mean, for real. Any parent, guardian, or other person responsible for the care of a child under the age of 18 whose willful act of or omission in the care of such child was so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life is guilty of a Class 6 felony. Okay. All right, class. Y'all heard it. You heard it from the Google. Hey, Lisa, you heard it from the Google.
Child, if you shoot off a gun in a residence and there's a child in the vicinity, yeah, he got charged with that. I don't know, like, where. I've never lied about that. I was thinking it as actual abuse, neglect, you know what I mean? Even though it is technically, I mean, that is putting your child in danger, right? Obviously. But it wasn't something that it was done intentionally, you know, over a period of time, like starving animals, Cher. I mean,
why is this titled Six Up Boyfriends, James said, and you've mentioned Cher twice? Oh, Ziggy, I will be your mediator, okay? But I ain't going to promise you what's going to be said to you, okay? So we will have a come to Remain Calms and talk to Ziggy about anything you want. She talked bad about Cam and Allie when they had those charges. Hypocrite. Oh, hypocritical. You are being hypocritical. That is what they're saying. All right, let's go.
Come on. This point doesn't even, it's crazy to me. And what's this have to do with Andy being on the road anyways?
I don't even know what to say about Fred saying Andy was on the road. Everyone, even Pruitt said prior. P-R-I. I can't spell prior right now. P-R-I-O-R. Prior. Lord Ziggy, you're making me work today. Okay. So, that would mean prior would be before they believe Summer went missing. Okay? Before that. It could mean that morning when he left for work. Could that mean that? The baby was one and was being fed by an older child. You could smell the babies while walking up to them. That last one didn't just happen overnight. Wow. Hey, Jill. Okay, Zig. I get it. You love your man. I get it.
Not everybody knows what happened. When you hear child abuse, it sounds horrible, right? And yes. I'm not making excuses for this situation at all. But this was almost 15 years ago.
I have to agree.
He's been off probation for this since 2015.
I get it.
They're criticizing him for something that happened when he was dang near like 33 or something.
I think, and this is just my opinion, please let me know what y'all think. I really think, Ziggy, that people are trying to show a certain pattern. I'm not saying that Fred did child neglect again after that. Okay? I'm not saying that or whatever. I'm just saying that you are you're I don't know. I don't know.
And he's 48 now. Yeah, she has a million freaking. She's a thief. I mean, what do they say about it? I mean, she's a freaking. She has tons of thief charges.
Yeah. She said he didn't get off probation until 2015. For real. The math. We need the math. We need a calculator. Lord have mercy.
She has all kinds of like drug charges, public intox. She's a menace.
Wait, who's she calling a menace? I missed it. Who is she calling a menace? Dang. Did I miss a name? Did she name somebody else? Who's next?
Charges, public intox.
Wait, who is she talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years. Hey, Kirst. Yes, I get it. Everyone's trying to show you that Fred's not the nicest guy in the world. We're worried about you, Ziggy, is all. Okay?
What do they say about it? I mean, she's a freaking, she has tons of thief charges. She has all kinds of like drug charges, public intox.
Wait, is she talking about Laura? Has she went to Laura? Hey, Bomber Cat. Ziggy. 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 I'm not feeling you there. Who you talking about, girl?
Right? And I'm not making excuses for this situation at all. But this was almost 15 years ago. Like this, he's been off probation for this since 2015. And they're criticizing him for something that happened when he was dang near like 33 or something. And he's 48 now. Yeah, she has a million freaking, she's a thief. What do they say about it? I mean, she's a freaking, she has tons of thief charges. She has all kinds of like drug charges, public intox. She's a menace.
Oh, is she talking about 6 Up? I thought maybe, I thought she was talking about Cher. Ziggy, next time you get mad at multiple people, would you please make sure to let us know who you are talking about as you're calling them those names? Okay? I'm just saying. Who put this out? Fred's kids are going to be living. I didn't put it out. Why are you asking me? Was his? Don't look at me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I swear. Don't come for me.
So, and I'm not going to address this bullshit with her and keep going, but she's not going to sit here and act like I fucking lied. When I fucking did not. Or then said that Fred was a liar. Fred did not fucking lie. We just did not think it was a child. He thought that it was child endangerment. That's what he thought he pled to. I put that out there myself, and you guys, I talk about all the time.
Are you sure that when you and Fred talked about that situation that he didn't downplay it? Which I get it. You know, guy meets girl, new girl. He doesn't want to really tell her, maybe outright what his record is. And maybe he downplayed the situation to her. Did you do that, Fred? I don't know. I'm just asking.
You're talking, it's something that I said, and you guys are putting on Fred, like Fred's the liar, okay?
Maybe because we don't believe Fred. I don't know. I'm just asking.
You guys need to freaking listen to his own words and judge him by his own words, not by what I fucking say.
Then quit talking for him. Quit freaking talking for him. If you want us to listen to Fred, then you know those little emojis with the zipper mouth. Maybe I'm not being mean. I'm not, Ziggy. But let him talk. I was even looking at the chat a little bit on 6 Ups because I was watching 6 Ups a little bit, and people in chat were saying really interesting things. For real. Andy was in there too. He was. So was Nana for life. I don't know who else. I can't remember that far back. I have short-term memory loss because that was just a couple hours ago. Okay, moving on.
Because it didn't happen to me. So my memory is not going to be like remember it and recall it as good as somebody it happened to.
Then Fred Hill. Hey, Native girl. Fred Hill. Thank you for dropping the link to the news articles, Flies. Fred, I am a pretty good person to come over and have a conversation with. I won't disrespect you. I won't be mean. I won't let people in my chat be disrespectful. They will all tell you that's not how I do it. Okay? Unless you piss me off really bad, just don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. I'm not going to say that I haven't had people on my panel that I just had to say goodbye to. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's just the truth.
I just didn't remember it being, I didn't think of it as child abuse, because I think of abuse, somebody abusing a child, like hitting a child, you know, purposely not feeding it, you know, and I'm pretty sure, Six Up, you had your kids taken away from you, and you still have minor kids that are not with you. So why aren't you worried about yourself? Like, it's really crazy that you're going to focus on Fred's downfalls and his transgressions, but you have, like, yours are like worse. Why don't you get your kids back? You have kids underage.
I don't know anything about this stuff, guys. I personally, I don't like it when people do shit like this to other people. I really don't. But this ain't cool. This is not cool to me. For real.
I mean, come on.
Where's all the receipts? If you're going to say these horrible things, because don't forget, ma'am, Ziggy, Empress Lady. Okay? Six Ups is showing receipts. Where's your receipts? Where is your receipts? Narcissistic behavior.
Worry about your own stuff. And we'll worry about ours over here.
But you're celebrities, Ziggy. You and Fred are, remember? You need security. They need security.
I don't even know what's in these calls, but he claims.
Then why are you playing them? And let me tell you guys something. These ex-husbands and ex-wives coming out on YouTube and talking shit about their exes, it's really fucking interesting. I gotta tell you, it is pretty interesting. But I would never do that. I would never do that. For real. Hey, Nikki, she has to deflect. Yeah, she's doing good at it. She's doing good.
It's like, this one's only a few minutes. I'm trying to find, or wait, where's?
Find the nastiest ones, Ziggy. Find the nastiest ones.
Okay, this is October 6th of 2024, actually.
Well, that's not long ago.
Or maybe that's when I moved it into the...
Moved into where?
Surely I have. Let me look it up on my...
How many times she moved since she came on YouTube? A couple, right? I don't know. I'm just asking. I really don't know. She's still looking for the worst one.
That can't be right. It couldn't have been that. It had to have been... How? That can't be right
Ziggy,
at all.
Where's the date? Read the date on the messages.
January 6th of 2024.
Damn. Okay, that was a year ago. That was over a year ago.
Okay. Let me go back and wait.
Hey, Matthew. Hey, I got secrets too. I bet if we got together and talked about our secrets, we would have some really interesting secrets. I'm just saying. We all know an ex isn't going to be scorned and ticked off for being kicked to the curb, right, Ziggy? An ex is going to lie, huh, Ziggy? Oh, please, Ziggy. I want to speak to Jim's kids now about you, Ziggy. Yeah, Flies has us both. We got to treat Flies right, Matthew. Every once in a while, you need to do that little dance for her behind the scenes. Keep her happy for me, Matthew. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Back to Ziggy. Find it. She's still looking.
I'm only seeing one here.
She gonna find the juiciest one.
I got my little brother coming here because I'm scared somebody's going to break into my home. Okay? Well, when I got to the back porch, that box was open and my ladder key was on the ground. Now,
What is this? Is this him, though? Let me make sure if these are... That's Fred.
not for sure.
No, that's...
What?
I wonder-
Come on, Ziggy.
I don't know why it's only part of it.
It was my little brother. I got my little brother coming here because I'm scared somebody's going to
This is 6UP's boyfriend.
Okay? Well, when I got to the back porch, that box was open and my ladder key was on the ground. Now, the only reason why I know it was her is because she knew I was going to be gone that day a lot longer, and she knew the key was in the box.
Wow. So you...
Okay. So she came. She got the key out of the box. And what? Went in the house? Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I do not feel that is a crime. If it's your ex-husband, I'm just saying, you know, maybe he had something in there. She was like, hey, you're my ex. I'm coming to get it.
Do you think that she would? Do you think that she would do that? She would like try to get you jumped or something, or do something crazy like that?
Yeah, she's gonna have somebody come up here. Listen, she told her own son that she was gonna have somebody steal shit from me so Brian would fire me. She's been trying to keep this house, right?
You pissed her off, Mr. X, whoever you are. You probably pissed her off. I'm just saying. For real. I'm just saying.
She had Brian believing everything. Brian was going to kick me out and fire me and let her come back, right? Until I showed Brian everything that I had today, okay? And she was going to bring that motherfucker back here because he's living with Scotty. 5 minutes from her mom's on Petersburg Road.
Wow. So no one.
Why are you saying to Ziggy where this address is? What actually were you and Ziggy talking about with each other behind the scenes? Why are you even talking to this man? Now, this is what gets me. If her and 6UP at some point had a talking relationship and they were talking about personal shit, what the fuck are you doing, Ziggy? Hey, I'm telling you right now, if you're that kind of friend, please don't come and waste my time. For real. Don't waste my time.
Wonder she wanted to go to her mom.
You can ask me always. You can ask me anything you want, anything you want, and I'm going to tell you.
I wish I would have messaged you early on, but I was seriously scared of you because I thought you were really scary like her. Like, I mean, see, I'm serious. She's like the most evil person I've ever met in my life. She has not left me.
So you hate bonded with her ex. That's pretty fucked up. I've seen that happen before on YouTube, though. Okay? Let me tell you. Oh, if you ever want to hear something really juicy, and I don't remember it is off the top of my head, but Dolly's girlfriend came out, and she was pissed because she said, I'll say allegedly, Dolly, he was hooking up with Betty. And she was at home making his candles. How dare you, Dolly? You're going on the road and you're messing around with Betty. And she's at home making those candles you're selling on your channel. I'm not lying. I swear it's out there. I swear it's out there. Oh, what things that I remember in my mind. Sometimes I just can't with myself.
Be alone. I do not talk about her.
I don't know why that, that's, let me see if any of these are here.
I forget what I was talking about. Speaking about a certain person, trying to think how different it's supposed to be. After directly, he would say,
damn.
So.
Put a 1 in chat if you've ever seen people hate bond with each other on these YouTube streets.
After, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that one's Fred. Hold on. Wonder why text between, let's see, what's this?
Come on, Ziggy, find the fucking good ones. Okay, just come on. Girl.
Your call has been accepted.
Your call has been what? Was that a jail call from Fred? Oh, dang it.
I
Let's
don't know.
hear
I'm
it.
trying to find the rest of it.
Come on.
Other founders were, or people were,
He kept trying to call and call.
your call has been accepted. Okay.
That's Fred. It's hard to say because they were both calling.
Your call has been accepted. This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
They were both calling at the same time. I don't know, and I'm just asking, and it's probably none of my business. Okay? But was her ex calling from jail too? Because she just said that she gets Fred and this guy's calls messed up because they were both calling around the same time. Oh, stop it, sassy pants. You'll be over in her chat tomorrow, girl. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
So he was calling me. This is I'll have to find our freaking.
Ziggy. All right, I'm gonna speed you up.
I should have looked to see how long that was first.
gotta
Because now I'm gonna
speed
have
you
to
up.
look and find
Zig,
the rest of
sorry.
it. I don't know why that only recorded 1 minute and 30 seconds of it. Could be the 2 years ago. What's this?
11:30. I don't know exactly what it is that's going on. You know James? I don't.
Hey, Kylie.
I didn't even 30 because I didn't hear from you. I didn't know what's going on. But I know, but I don't know. I just think we're talking.
If a man really hated
Hold on,
ads, here's
hold
what
on.
he would do. Day
Yeah,
one.
I hate ads. I'm restreaming because my YouTube keeps wanting to play your live after every video I play. What? Why would it do that? Why would it do that, Andrew? I've never known of that to happen before. That's weird. What are you watching? Are you doing the same thing I'm doing? Are you going? That shouldn't matter, but I've never heard of that. Did you hack into my shit, Andrew? Maybe you just love me, Andrew. I don't have your channel pulled up. So are you telling me I'm cutting in on your mojo? Am I cutting in on you getting your grocery money? Because you know I wouldn't do it on purpose. Because your channel okay. Okay. All right. If I'm good. If you're good, I'm good, Andrew. Hey, Dana. All right, Ziggy had a commercial. She snuck in there. Ugh. No, I got to give her commercial. Okay, Zig, we got your commercial. Okay.
But anyways, guys, I might have to come back and find these. What's his name? Let's see. His name's James.
You know his name.
Have everything.
Wait. Didn't she date somebody named James? Wasn't there a dude before Jim? Was his name James? I'm seriously asking because I don't remember. Oh, Ziggy, I'm going to hell. Okay, I am. I'm sorry. Ugh.
It says it was January 6th. Okay. January 6th, 2024.
She's reading it. That's why there's silence. She's reading the text.
Sharon 6 just trying for you. I know, but I know. And you know, the stuff, and I feel bad too, because like in these calls, like once I find them, and I didn't realize that one was only was a small one or the short one of it, which I might have to come back like tomorrow once I actually find them all and redo this. If I freaking even feel like fucking messing with her. But he started.
If you didn't want to mess with her, then you wouldn't have come on and said rock gut shit about her. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Trying to contact me when he went to jail, and he would say that she was on Xanax and like had a
Wait, he was in jail? He was in jail? Oh, okay. Thank you, Exploited. Jason. His name was Jason. Okay. All right. He was in jail? Did I hear her just say that? Okay. All right. Hold on. I got to hear that again.
Didn't realize that one was only was a small one or the short one of it, which I might have to come back like tomorrow once I actually find them all and redo this. If I freaking even feel like fucking messing with her. But he started trying to contact me when he went to jail, and he would say that she was on.
He went to jail. Ziggy, did you take my advice? No, because I hadn't given it to you at that time. When you're speaking to some of these individuals in the jail on that FaceTime, make sure they show you their hands. I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. Hey, to each their own. Okay, to each their own.
Xanax and like had a really bad Xanax problem, and that they would argue because she would always like. It was
Ziggy. He's in jail. I'm sorry, 6UP's ex-boyfriend. I do not know you, okay? I don't know. Boyfriend, husband, I don't know. But, girl, I mean, this is just a little bit on the weird side. I'm sorry. Ziggy is hate bonding with your ex while he's in jail. I wonder, did she send him any money for honey buns? I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know.
It was nonstop, like Ziggy all the time.
Because he was in jail.
2024, January 2020.
Oh, thank you, Poppy. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. Yes, that's why he was saying, Ziggy. He was in jail. You're just another girl he wanted to talk to.
24.
In my opinion, anyway. I'm just giving my
Yeah, and he came in chat. It was all around that time.
Yeah,
I never played the call. The calls, like.
Then why play
I may have played
now?
that part.
Everything that this man is saying to you, class, what is it? What is it when someone tells someone else something and that person wasn't there? It's called hearsay. You heard him saying things about 6UP because y'all were hate bonding and he was in jail. And I just, you know, that takes it in a whole new direction for me. It really does. Oh, yes. Nobody's ex. Everybody loves their exes. They all get along. They never say nothing bad about each other. I mean, for real.
But I remember I never ended up playing them.
Well,
because I really just wish she would just go away. Like I never said, I just hate when people take what I say and flip it into something else, you know?
I don't think anything was put out there and flipped into something else, Ziggy. I'm sorry, I do not see that. And, you know, I'm pretty fair over here. I am. I've been fair with you. I really have. But I'm just saying.
It just, and that's bullshit. Judge me on what I fucking say, but you're gonna judge me because I accidentally messed it up for a second. Like, I'm human, okay? I'm sorry that I didn't remember. I didn't think of that charge as child abuse, because abuse I think of hitting, or, you know, and I know I understand.
I don't think 6 Up was showing anything but the facts. She wasn't making anything up. It was there. I mean, if you're going to get mad at somebody, get a hold of the freaking newspaper. Chew their asses out for putting it in the newspaper. The facts of the case. All she did was showed it. Lord, I'm going to watch what I show over here. I don't want nobody getting mad at me. Lord have mercy.
That under child abuse can be several different things: hitting, neglect, that kind of abuse, not feeding your kid, not, you know what I mean?
Ziggy. Really? Okay. All right. I get it. Well, I don't.
No, I haven't played. No, I didn't play all of them. I didn't. I know there's some I did, but because honestly, I felt bad for him. He was crying like really bad and acted terrified over. It was crazy. And I knew it.
The dude's in jail and he's crying because he's terrified of his ex. She said he was in jail. I wish I knew. I wish I knew for a fact. For real. I think we need to look at Charlie Manson's ex-girlfriend prison list. She may be on it. Yeah, there's a difference between putting out, you know, stuff that you don't have receipts on. She only showed the truth. Now, they're trying to downplay it. It did happen years ago. So, I mean, I don't know. For real.
Exactly what he was going through, but I imagine now they're probably back together, or who knows? I don't follow her, so I have.
Can you guys be okay? Let me ask you guys a serious question. Could you imagine being married to someone that you bonded over a missing child? Your bond was a missing child, and your continuous conversations between each other are about a missing child. And then you're having to come on and try to defend that man against things that he did years ago, which I kind of get that. But you guys are celebrities. What can I say? You made yourself celebrities. But nobody put out lies. It was facts. It was facts.
I have no freaking idea. I could probably get a hold of them myself and reach out. But they're probably back. I mean, I'm sure. Like, he acted like a abuse victim. It was crazy.
Wow. These psychiatrists and me has a lot to fucking say. But
since I already said I would do it, I will show him tomorrow if I can't find him right this second.
Why?
I thought I had him found. This all happened because I was live on my other channel, and 6 Up is coming in my chat, like under these fake names. I'm trying to do a reading, guys, and to completely mind my own business. And she keeps like trying to say things about Fred. And
how do you know it's her? How does she know that it's 6 Up? I don't know if it's her or not, but I'm just asking. How do you know for a fact it's her? Let me tell you why. There's many people who don't believe your husband and are going to say things about your husband. And I think, in my opinion, you guys have, you know, immersed yourself so much in a missing girls case. And with maybe not knowingly, your husband has put himself there the whole time. Your husband has put himself there practically the whole freaking day. Because he was driving around at 8 o'clock in the morning when he said he seen Brandon at the mailbox, right? Then he said he seen, I believe it was Andy's uncle's car at the end of Jody and them's driveway, keeping an eye out for Jackie Dobbs. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. I don't know. Right? Right? Did he see Candace leaving that morning? I kind of wonder. Your husband has put himself in that area within the time frame that Summer went missing. And this is just my thinking. Yes, Candace could have possibly left the hill that day, but I do think that Candace was also trying not to lose her boys, which ended up happening anyway. And I don't care what anybody says. If you guys really think that Candace was not emotionally bothered by losing them boys, I don't know what to say. She was. So could Summer have went missing anywhere around 3:30 on? Absolutely. Absolutely, she could have. She could have. When Summer jumped up out of the car, you know, nothing else makes sense after that. Right?
Child abuse, like, in saying that we lied and the Fred's a liar, like, what? Do you guys not? I mean, I put that stuff out myself on my channel. It was never, I never try to hide anything like that. That was something that happened 14 years ago in Virginia. I even said that yesterday. We need to replay my words, but I bet anything that bitch probably clipped it where I said at first, "Oh no, you haven't been charged with child abuse, have you?" "Oh no, he hasn't." And then I said, "No, he hasn't." And then I paused and I talked to Fred and I said, "Oh," and I talked to him about what about that Virginia incident and what those charges were. And then I came back and told you guys that, okay, with the Virginia incident, yes, there was some kind of child neglect charges or abuse charges because of the disarming a firearm in the vicinity of a child.
Read the article, Ziggy.
Was not something that was planned. He woke up out of his sleep and it happened, guys.
Okay, so this is what I think she's thinking. That this was due to him firing the firearm off. She's not looking at what the condition was that they found those children. And to Ziggy, tell me if I'm wrong, she considers actual hitting of a child abuse. So even though those children, you know, whether that happened or not, no matter what condition they found those kids in, she doesn't consider that, you know, she doesn't consider that as being a bad thing, I guess. I don't know.
Startled and shot the gun, okay? He's served his time for it. Yeah, it's still... Can't conclude. You're not concerned for me. I never see anyone here at all. Bye. You're not concerned for me. Go away. You don't need to be concerned. I don't want anybody concerned for me at all.
People are telling her they are concerned for her. Wow, Ziggy, that says a lot. If somebody, well, I don't know. It would kind of depend. I feel you, girl. Because if somebody called me and was like, I'm concerned, and it was a person that, you know, that I had just reached my point with, I would probably tell them to fuck off too. I'm just saying. That's true.
Because that's ridiculous. You have zero reason to be concerned for me, Kit Caboodler. It still shows on his record.
It does still show on his
That's still,
record.
I mean, this was 15 years ago almost, guys.
Okay.
2011.
Good. Move
It was
on.
for the gun. Don't you have anything in your past that you are not proud of?
We're
Like, or
done
is that
with
just
it.
like me and Fred? Are we the only ones that have faults in our life? Like,
No, you're not, Ziggy. We all have faults. It's
yeah,
just,
6 up still has a record.
it's just fun for everybody to point out you and Fred's. Oh, bad. That is bad. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm laughing with you, Ziggy. I ain't laughing at you.
You're not. You don't come in here all the time, Kent Kapudler. You're very much in the drama. You're not concerned for me at all. Stop. You have zero reason to be concerned for me. I'm telling you. You're not somebody that I talk to all the time, who I'm close to. So stop fucking acting like you're concerned for me.
Oh. Why is somebody me? Oh, I get it, Ziggy. She just saying that to you to get you mad? Is that it? Don't ever tell Ziggy you're concerned for her. You hear me, you guys? Don't do it. Oh my gosh. Lord help me.
Meant to block her earlier.
Well, block her then, Ziggy.
Jeez Louise, I'll be 44 years old.
Okay. What's that supposed to mean?
This whole I mean, gosh, how many times did Crystal put that out, like in the last few months, you know? Ever since Fred's
I don't know. I can't keep up with Crystal. She puts out so much stuff, I get confused. Dang.
arrest, like this last arrest for the dealing, that's been out like a million times. But I'm always focusing on the shooting incident. I didn't think about how that was, and because of that incident, it ended up a child abuse charge. Yeah, these people that are judging me have worse lives and worse records than we do.
I don't know how to feel about that. I think the violin, just a little bit, maybe. Hey, Mustang Granny.
I mean, I'm offended, Kitten Kapudler, to be honest. Like, there's no
Why
reason
you keep
to
saying
be
her name?
worried for me. I've given you zero reason to.
She said her name like 12 times.
You've seen zero why you should be like worried for me.
Well, Ziggy,
Literally.
I'm worried for you, and I ain't never even been over there before. Lord, girl. So Fred did better after he left Virginia. Ziggy, did you forget this? Well, you're going to have to wait. I'll have to pull it up. Oh, about the, okay. The Hawkins County pew pew. Pew pew. I hate that freaking word. Weapon.
Literally zero. And if you were here around,
the links are getting put in my chat. There's your receipts. You get them and read them
all the time, like you claim you would, then you would, and you were a sensible person. And even reading that, even that whole report of that, what happened or whatever, you guys act like it was something, a premeditated incident that he went out and tried to harm somebody.
Okay, Zig.
It's just, you guys, that's what I'm not going to sit here and be gaslit by these people who are in active addiction and criminals themselves, but they're actively using and have major issues and obviously obsessed and been stalking me for years. And you guys are sitting there thinking should listen to them?
What?
You don't see their motive, you know? I'm not going to let people like that make me feel bad about myself. And that's what they're trying to do. I don't feel bad.
I don't think that they're trying to make you feel bad. They're showing you facts. They're showing you facts. How many times has Z herself admitted Fred freely pews at people? That's a problem. Hello, Brenda Chick.
They're trying to make me look like I'm a bad person. That's what they're trying to do.
No, we're not, Ziggy. No. Look, I don't think that. I don't think that. Cursed, let me ask you. Is putting out Fred's contradictions and his lies you trying to make Ziggy feel bad? For real? Anybody talking about Fred or whatever? I've not ever looked at it in a way of trying to make Ziggy feel bad at all. And it's totally on her. If she does not want to see the facts of the situation, I mean, who are we to try to change her, I guess, you know? Ziggy and Six Up don't end up in the same nursing home. They'll be whacking each other with their Zimmer frames. Jackie.
Or that Fred's a bad person. You know, we all have a past. We've all, yeah, those charges, child abuse, that sounds really, really bad, right? To me, it does. When hearing, you know, child abuse, that sounds bad. And I'm not saying it's okay to shoot off a gun in a residence, like at all. But you guys don't you also have to look at the circumstances of the situation, which none of you guys, or I'm not saying none of you are, but he was asleep, you know, it was in heat of the moment. There's a big, huge difference between something premeditated or something that's happened in the heat of the moment when you wake up and you're scared because there's a gun in your face and you shoot the gun.
Oh. Lord help me. Okay. Alrighty then. I do get the fact that was years ago. I get it. But it's out there, Ziggy. All that information is out there. Do you remember, Ziggy? You've been this like down low private investigator in the Summer Wells case. You were going to the Beach Creek area quite often. You know, you were talking to all these different people from, let's say, a different, you know, class of people. You were doing all of that, weren't you, Ziggy? Weren't you? Were you not digging into everything, everybody's backgrounds, to try to find out what you could about these people in the Summer Wells case? Well, guess what? Fred has made us keep looking at Fred, okay? We don't want to look at Fred anymore. But Fred keeps putting himself there, Ziggy. Nobody's trying to hurt your freaking feelings about it. It's fact.
Thank you, Leigh. It's ridiculous. Probably should edit the title and we'll.
But she doesn't edit the title. She does not edit the title.
And well, since I already put it out there, I'll have to release it tomorrow when I freaking find it through all this freaking.
Okay, Ziggy.
But at least you see, I played that little clip. I do have them somewhere. I don't know why that's separate from the others. Maybe I clipped that at one point.
That little clip didn't say anything.
So you could hear that I talked to him. I don't know. I don't know where I put the rest of it.
Did you get rid of it so Fred couldn't hear it if he found it? I don't know. I'm just asking.
So I do apologize for letting you down about that with the call thing. But if you want to hear the minute and a half I played earlier, you can listen. And I got, and speaking of the heat of the moment, I got upset because I was doing a reading and she came over there to try to just talk with us when we're
7 Up. Sorry, 6 Up. I just said 7 Up. Did you do that, 6 Up? Did you do that? Lord help us. Lord help us, Ziggy.
Minding our own business, you know? And I don't say anything about these people. We're doing our own thing. And she's over here, like, trying to cause distractions. And it's, you know, Aw. Thank you, Sammy, for being so supportive over the years.
Dang.
I wake up and someone's my housewife sleeping well.
She's
Well, it was
had
if they had a gun right in front of your
memberships
face, you know?
She's had memberships for 35 months. 35 months. Dang, girl.
They got shot. They shot me. That's initially went through the pillar and through the bed into the floor.
Okay, wait. Fred is speakething. Okay, let's slow it down. Fred said, wow. Fred is speaking, everybody. Shh, be really quiet. We gotta hear this.
Aw. Thank you, Sammy, for being so supportive over the years. If I wake up and someone's my housewife sleeping well. Well, it was if they have a gun right in front of your face, you know?
I woke up to a gun shot. They shot me. That's initially went through the pillar and through the bed into the floor.
Fred is saying that he was laying in the bed and the weapon was discharged and the projectile actually went in through the pillowcase, is what he's saying. That is what he said.
So you hear it from him. That's
through the bed into the
So you woke up to
floor.
a gunshot.
Yeah.
And then he shot the gun off in response, and it just freaking was a horrible bad situation that got out of hand.
But the guy was outside, right, when it happened? Was the guy outside?
And guys, can we please and it sucks.
confused.
What makes it worse is it was between family, and so I just wish we can move on from this. This is nearly 15 years ago.
It was family?
Family member on 6 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah,
They gaslighting it the whole time.
Yeah, it's the family, right? Trying to make it. It's crazy. No way would I ever lie about something like that intentionally. It's out on my channel. That's stupid. That's why I wanted to make sure. And I asked Fred, then why I corrected it immediately,
I
huh?
don't know what the motive behind all of it was. Her putting that out there. It was Karen trying to get me and my other sister trying to get each other.
Uh-oh, Fred's got a motive for 6 Up putting it out there. Here we go. Let me slow it down there, whippersnappers. Here we go.
Gaslighting it is another family member on 6 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah,
They gaslighting it the whole time.
Yeah, it's the family, right? Trying to make it. It's crazy. No way would I ever lie about something like that intentionally. It's out on my channel. That's stupid. That's why I wanted to make sure. And I asked Fred, then why I corrected it immediately, huh?
I don't know what the motive behind all of it was. Her putting that out there. It was Karen trying to get me and my other sister trying to get each other.
She put it out there because something Karen is trying to get his sisters, trying to get his other sister to turn
Would I
against
ever
him.
lie about something like that intentionally? It's out on my channel.
That's what he
That's
said.
stupid.
Okay, I don't know.
That's why I
if that's
wanted
a
to make
reason or
sure.
not, but
And I asked Fred, then why I corrected it immediately,
I
huh?
don't know what the motive behind all of it was. Her putting that out there. It was Karen trying to get me and my other sister trying to get each other.
Karen trying to get me and my sister turned against each other.
That's the motive right there.
That's the
Yeah,
motive.
that's what she's trying to do, is cause problems so that between Fred and his other sister, because they've moved on past this 15 fucking years ago. But Karen's trying to pull the Band-Aid on that and bring up those old emotions and stuff to cause problems between Fred and his other sister, because that's who the incident was between.
Oh, the drama of it all.
So she's just trying to. That's it. Now we're not going to keep talking on this incident that I've talked about a million times. We're not lying. We're not saying that it didn't happen. But what we're saying didn't happen is the way you're making it seem like he's some kind of child abuser.
I don't think there's any wrong with someone putting the facts out there. If you have factual information, people can put it out there. I could do a whole live on that tomorrow if I wanted to. For real. It don't mean that I'm doing it because I'm coming after Ziggy, or really even Fred. Fred is the one who's got himself into this ma'am. And I have my ruler out. For real. I'm not talking about Jody Sue right now. For real. I mean, you got to remember, Fred Hill is Andy's cousin. Jody also knows Fred. I mean, that shit could go on forever. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, they all got dirt on
So-
each other.
I'll put out the calls and I'll just upload them. I'm not going to be talking on them or talking about them or anything because like I really don't want to waste another minute on her. I seriously can't. I don't.
Then why
Like,
are you doing it?
It seems illegal what this bitch has been doing to me for years. It seems like harassment.
Okay. So
Because it's not. She just.
everybody's
It's just
harassing
relentless. I don't
Ziggy.
even fucking have anything to do with you, bitch. Leave me alone.
She's not bothering you. She's putting out
I mean, for real.
facts about Fred. So you
know,
feel
Sammy.
attacked because people are putting stuff out about Fred?
And you're like my Sammy. I think you are one of my number one or the longest member or one of them, if not the longest member.
That's awesome that you got a member that long.
So
that is really
yeah,
cool.
here it is. Like, you got me. You got me. I already said this shit. I just don't understand why they try to. I do understand what they're doing. They're trying to rewrite like history as if we're denying that when we've talked about this before. You know,
Rewrite history. That's pretty strange words. Rewrite history. I don't, that's weird verbiage to me. I'm sorry. Rewrite history. Yes, relentlessly. Andy was on the road. Andy was on the road. And if Andy was, guess what? 3 different law enforcement organizations spoke with Andy. 3. But if that's the case, this is weird to me. Oh my God. Don't let Ziggy hear this. If that's the case, why did Andy pick up the phone and call Pruitt? Flies. Why did Andy call Pruitt if Hawkins County, TBI, and FBI had already talked to Andy? Why would he have picked up the phone and called Pruitt? I said it here first. Right? Somebody please tell me they understand what my wavelength here. Kind of weird, right? That is weird. All right. No conspiracy theory, Ziggy, okay? For real.
and the fact that I messed it up for a freaking second yesterday, she is burning me at the fucking cross over it, trying to act like I'm a liar because I messed up for a fucking second. The same people will do the same thing if someone's in the property that you have to first own your own property.
Ziggy, if you already put out all of those messages with her ex, I don't know. I'd probably get you on down the line too somewhere. You know, kind of like put it on a 5-year plan. That's my thing. Put it on a 5-year plan. AB has said several times he and they were only questioned the first night. They didn't ask for their phones. He never talked to them until he called. Okie dokie, Glenview.
We understand. or even have a house to freaking, rent or anything. Like, she's in a freaking, well, who knows where now. The last I heard, her situation has just gotten worse since she came on YouTube. I mean, and now she's like in some kind of
YouTube sucks. It don't pay you very much money. For real.
living on her child's driveway, supposedly.
That okay. All right. Well, you tell us, sister. Tell us about it. Since you're such a kind person. For real. People, I'm telling you, sometimes people get mad at you, even if it's over nothing big. And it's like the claws come out. They'll be talking like, yeah, that guy. Yeah, he lives down in the sewage pipes around Las Vegas. Yeah, seriously.
With one of the circle jerks and a pink camper is what, I mean, they're living a life.
Okay, now she mentions the circle jerks. Oh, somebody from the circle jerks. Holy moly. I got to get some coffee. I have to get some coffee. Give me a moment. Okay, Ziggy. Tell me something good. Okay, I got a half hour left, Ziggy. Tell me something good. I don't need to hear about a pink camper and people living in a camper together. You know, I don't need to hear that. Good for them. Good for them. All right, let me get my music going again.
Yeah, I had a protective order against her for 2 years, guys, that a judge ordered. She likes to rewrite.
Thank you, Flies, because that's the truth. Jody has said that she has repeatedly talked to law enforcement, and maybe Andy just likes to play a little game to make people think he ain't talked to law enforcement. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Write history about also, and she's still harassing me when this expired almost a year ago now.
Okay. This shit's been going on for a year.
I guess I'll just have to take her back to court, I guess, again, which is going to be a lot.
Ziggy, who are you going to ask? I have to say this. Who are you going to ask that maybe has a lawsuit on that person so you can ask them to put you on their lawsuit? Don't say you didn't ask somebody to do that for you, ma'am. Do not tell Remain Calm that. So you go right ahead, girlfriend. For real. I'm not going to say which one, but. Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you. I mean, come on, Siggy.
easier because I've already got one against her before.
Oh, thank you, Zena.
Because we know her ass won't show up because she has not a leg to stand on. She didn't show up the last time. It's like she went out of her way to try to get footage from that situation. It's like, bitch, if you were there, you would have been able to see everything.
Wait, she's acting like that they went to court before. Has she taken her to court before? Lord Gina, Jesus. Thank you, Zena. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. JSB says she speaks to them, and she calls them, but then she says, I'm sure TBI's figured that out. Because TBI's not stupid. Is why she says that, Glenview Tops. Ask her. Ask her why she would say, I'm sure TBI has figured that out. Because for some reason, people think that Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is full of knuckleheads who don't know how to do their job. That's why. I'm sure, even though they're law enforcement officials, that they have common sense. I'm just saying. So I'm sure that's what Jody meant. For sure.
Yeah, if I... It seems like there's no incidents of Fred going out and like personally trying to harm somebody or hurt somebody, or you know what I mean? There's nothing like that. He didn't intentionally hurt a child. Like, that's what they're making it seem like.
This is weird. I mean, does that bother you? Why does that bother you, Ziggy? I don't know. Something just seems... Why does that bother you? That other people are pulling up his old records. Has anybody said that Fred intentionally hurt a child? I don't think I've heard anybody say that, right? I know they've read the receipts are there, Ziggy. Okay? I think what's bothering her is because maybe this being brought out again over a certain amount of time, I do believe that Fred has came to the forefront of a lot of us, diehard Summer Wells people, and he ain't looking good. For real. Not to me anyway. And that's my opinion.
You know? Yeah, I started to pull cards earlier on my other channel. But I find it pointless, to really even respond to her really most of the time, because it doesn't matter what I say or do. It's never good enough, ever. And it's never going to be good enough for her and all those people over there. It doesn't matter what I do. She's just got this, hate for me when I haven't fucking done a thing to her.
Ziggy, you don't think that you and your people don't have a hate for her? Is that what you're saying? I'm just asking. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't even put out fucking calls I've had on her. She knew I had on her for years. Yeah, why would you hide from being served? Exactly. Unless why were you hiding and trying to run from being served? It doesn't make sense. Why? So you could try to obsess over me more? You just didn't want to have to give up your obsession about me?
Glenview, Flies is saying YouTube. Brought on to YouTube.
All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm done with this. I can't waste too much time on this bullshit.
Okay, what are you talking about now?
That there's something mentally not right with her. But it makes sense that she's hooked on Xanax. That's what her ex said. She liked her Xannies. And that's one of those drugs that make people,
Girl. All right. I mean, I don't if Fred or any of them had anything to do with Summer going missing, but some actions and word make them look sus. Right. Wasn't this brought up again first in Z's chat, then corrected again to show facts? Yes, Kirst. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. She misstated it until it was brought to her attention that she misstated it. So now she's saying, I said it wrong. Okay. That's what she's saying, for real.
Out of all of them, Xanax is the one that makes some people extremely evil, actually mean.
Does Xanax make people evil and mean? I thought it kind of made them feel invincible. Like they could go into a store and steal some shit with people watching them. You know, like they're invisible. I don't know. Classify in almost a month being brought to YouTube.
No, I talked about that, Lady Bird. No, there was I called them and I have to freaking re-put it through for Crystal. There was some situation. I never had that, which that was only, I say never had that happen. I've tried to file one twice before in my life before that. I filed it online and even tried to teach you guys how to do it, but for some reason, so they just told me to go ahead and submit it again, which I never did, so. I might craft tonight. I'd rather these people just go away, Lady Bird, you know what I mean? But
then just
once
craft,
that all messed up, once it messed up and didn't take, and I had to I just freaking was like, whatever. Yeah, I talked about it on here. Yeah, a few weeks after it wouldn't move, like, well, actually, after a couple weeks of it not moving, I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I called, Makes you mean and mouthy. Yeah, that's what Xanax does to a lot of people. So,
huh?
All right, guys. So, I mean, what they're going to do is I already know how this works. These people take turns right now they're on this team and they're going to take turns going live. It will be somebody else tomorrow. Of course, 6 up every day, Ziggy, but, it's like.
Ziggy, I've grown to like you. I've grown to like commenting on your stuff. Always very interesting, I have to say. But I can't do it all the time because I'll get a headache.
Just take turns, so they can just be in charge of this hate campaign, move forward in this hate campaign against us so that nobody
What are you talking about?
Support us.
Ops, people posting tales and accusations through the night on WJHL. You mean at the beginning of the case? Before it came to YouTube?
So nobody will believe anything. A lot of them are protecting Andy Bernard. 6 Up's just doing it because she just is so hates me.
I think a lot of people are not dogging on Andy because it was stated that he has already talked to 3 different law enforcement divisions. He has also called Pruitt. Pruitt said he was there prior. How much prior probably isn't your business, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying, Into the Darkness. So I was minding my own business. If you guys go over my other channel and see how it happened, it's absolute bullshit what these people do. I don't pay any attention to you. Don't even think about you. Why won't you just stay over there and do your thing over there? Why do you have to come over here? I don't want anything to do with you. I don't understand. I'm not going to sit here and fight battles with you constantly. That's not what I'm doing. I'm like, gosh, you've been doing this for now 3.5 years. Doesn't that make you feel like a loser? For real? I mean, how do you not think about that and think, God, I'm such a loser? I mean, seriously, if I was picking on somebody for years and years and years, and that's as far as you come, and I'm still here, I'm doing better and better, and you just keep doing worse, like you're living in a camper on your kid's driveway and don't have custody of your kids, but you're worried about the safety of my child, who's 16. I'm pretty sure you have a child younger than that, don't you?
Hey, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this for a second.
Yeah, and they might not understand my path or why I'm the way I am, but that's life, and you have to be around all kinds of different people in your life. You don't have to watch me. Literally, we're not even literally in the same community. According to you don't want anything. That's how you found me. You were following me because of Summer Wells case, but yet I'm the tragedy pimp. You act like you don't have that you aren't into the Summer Wells case and have it. That's how you got here, you lunatic. Do you not use your brain? What you have left?
Could we use your house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system? We're looking for homeowners within valid states to test our new 24-hour bathroom remodel service. For extremely cheap, professional contractors will take care of everything: installation, upgrades, etc. You only need to be a U.S. resident living in an eligible zip code and have a bathroom older than 5 years old. If you want to test your luck and see if you live in an eligible zip code, simply click the link below this video. So once you're on the website, firstly, enter your zip code. Secondly, answer a few more questions, and in a few minutes, you'll have your answer. Go ahead and sign up. It won't cost you anything. My own mother talked about how the workers were brilliant, all so friendly, and they cleaned up when the upgrades were finished. A new, modern bathroom will not only improve the house value, but also improve safety and quality of life. So tap the link around this video and check your eligibility for the special bathroom remodel program while it's still open. This is your last chance before the link expires.
All right.
But I won't be, if I go.
All right, sorry, guys.
I'll restart this and we'll start with a new vibe. Next time, yeah, guys, I usually just can block and whatever it is, but.
No, Chad just got home from work, and for some reason, they keep letting the chihuahuas out next door. And it's freezing cold outside. And he just seen one a couple roads over on the main street. The story of Summer and Hinet's older brother wasn't brought out on YouTube until somebody released a call. BK recorded like almost a year in. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool, Brenda.
I mean, to make a situation seem different than what it is, it's just so annoying. We're talking 2011, guys. Yeah, and that's where she's at, too. That's where that woman was there, and she's going to act like I don't know, haven't seen her around. She's going to act like she cares about me. If you really cared about me, like you claim you're so worried for me, then wouldn't she? I mean, that's bullshit. I don't even see you in my chats most of the time.
Nobody would have said anything if Fred wouldn't have come out and kept contradicting himself. But let me say this. Do you guys remember when Ziggy was telling the story and about Dawn coming to him, something about the boys? I think it was in the email or whatever. And Fred corrected her. Do you guys remember that? He corrected her with what she was saying. So, is some of this Ziggy? Is some of this Ziggy? Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Is some of the contradictions being made because Ziggy's telling the stories wrong? Hey, I'm pretty even Steven over here. So I'm looking at it like that too, because it sounds to me like, Fred's telling a story there and Ziggy is just, tells the story with a little twisted verbiage in it. And then, Fred is like, no, that's not what I said. Or, you mistook what I said. I don't know. Oh, Lord help us.
What? I've never even talked to you outside of my, I know that's how it goes on, you watch somebody for a while and you kind of feel like you know them and stuff, but I don't see, you're not one of those in my chat all the time, like Country Girl or Luminous or something. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you're worried about me? No, you're fucking not. And if you are, then you obviously don't have the right information, because I promise you right now, you have nothing to worry about as far as when it comes to Fred and me, and Fred being dangerous or whatever to me or my daughter. I promise you, on everything I love, you have nothing to worry about. Fred is
I don't think anybody's worried about that. I don't think anybody's worried Fred's going to hurt you. Not in that way. Not in that way, Ziggy. You know, some of us are like, this could end not the way you see it. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
If not the best person I've ever met. Seriously, he is a very good person. Now, it doesn't mean just because I feel like I'm a good person, I've done some really not good things too in my life, in my past. You know?
I get it, Zig.
No, you're good, Lady Bird.
I
No, it's
get
fine.
it.
It didn't upset me at all.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about this other lady that came in here. Or fucking not. You can do that to those little sheeples you have over there. That's not going to work with me. I've lived my life. There's a lot of really horrible people who are in very powerful positions. I don't know which one has worse people. The people in powerful positions or the people in prisons.
Wait, I slipped through that conversation. So there's powerful people and they're taken up for Andy Bernard. Is that it? Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, his charges, we were talking, his jail calls up, like, yeah, like, I don't know he's, you know what I mean? These people, like, I don't know he's a convict. Come on. There's a lot of very good people who go to prison and jail. Just because somebody's gone to prison and jail does not mean that, oh, automatically there's a horrible person. Also, there's a lot of really horrible people who are in very powerful positions.
And if Fred is staying clean and sober, good for you, Fred.
I don't know which one has worse people, the people in powerful positions or the people in prisons.
Yeah, I mean, I get
Seriously?
it.
People need to think, like, I have too strong of a mindset for you guys to sit there and try to make me feel bad about the person I am and try to gaslight me to thinking certain things are true when they're fucking not. You can do that to those little sheeples you have over there. That's not going to work with me.
Okay.
I've lived my life. I know who I am. I'm the one that knows Fred way better than any of you guys do.
Yeah, we know you know him better.
Trust and believe, you would know. If I was worried and stuff, just like what happened with Jim, you would know, guys. You would know.
Yeah, that's true.
I would be upset. Everything shows on my face. Like
she would. I think she would let people know if she got mad at Fred. I'm just saying. I'm not listening to her anymore. I've got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes.
I wouldn't sit here and be able to fake the funk about our relationship. I just am not that person.
Okay. We're clipping through real quick.
I don't care now. I make decisions now in the present because I think it's the right thing.
Okay.
I've learned by trial and error that the best way to live your life is what you feel is right. Now,
okay.
So he's gonna, like, I'm sure he'd like to be able to go, like, he could go fish anytime he wanted to out there, you know, really, because he had that. You could fish even in the pond behind your parents' house, right? Yeah. So can't really do that here. We'd have to travel a little bit. Or, you know, he could go out and camp in the middle of the woods out there if you wanted to. He could go out there, you know what I mean? But so, yeah, like.
I get it. And we mentioned that before, and it's kind of weird that she's mentioning it now. I think even Kirsch talked about Fred being in an environment where he could do what he wanted. He could do whatever he wanted. He could go fishing. He could go hunting. He could go peeping in windows, allegedly. He could, you know, find out where every camera was in the area, allegedly. You know, Fred knew it all there. And now he is stuck. Now he's stuck. Because you do have to travel a little ways to get to places to fish and stuff.
That was kind of his playground, so I'm sure it's kind of depressing for him, but it doesn't mean we can't ever go back or live there in the future once Caitlin's, like, moved out or whatever. And some of those cases solved. It's not even, I mean, look at these crazies we deal with already.
Why do you have to wait until your daughter moves out? Why does she have to wait until her daughter moves out? That's weird, right? Okay. All right.
Can you imagine if me and him lived down there in Tennessee? It would be unreal.
It probably would, ma'am. It probably would.
Right.
Oh,
I ain't been really good though from what I used to be.
Yeah.
before I got
He was,
healthy.
you guys don't know, it was so sad. He was like the last time, it's the third time I was there, it was a bad day. And
tell us,
he basically
girl.
said I saved his life, you know, because he was really close to ending it all right that day.
The third time you were there, you saved his life that day. Wow. Yeah, that's true, Flies. You're right. You're right. For real. True, ma'am. True. Oh, Ziggy saved his life.
Living in addiction is not easy. It's a horrible, it grabs a hold of you, and especially when you're in a relationship where, you know, you feel, I mean, because you're both using.
Wait. So when she was going down there, that was before Fred went to jail for his manufacturing charges. That was before. Right? She said Summer saved his life. Fred shenanigans have a little Ziggy scared now. Ziggy said that. What? What is he doing? What is he doing? May in the room. Boom. May, yeah. May lets us know she's here for real. She's like, I'm here. She didn't say Fred scares her. What I mean is, since Fred's been there, now Little Ziggy is scared of the environment. Wow, I thought that's what you meant. I'm glad that you clarified that, Kirst. I thought that's what you meant, the environment. Because Ziggy's she's not as mellow as she was. I mean, she used to sit in that chair and rock back and forth and talk to Fred in jail, for real. This is why Fred, and Ziggy herself said it, Fred still has a Tennessee address. Wow. Yes, she's been, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing somebody who is really high strung right now. Really high strung. And I know that I have her on fast speed, but I'm telling you, she seems to be really high strung right now.
And it's harder to escape when both people are using, because obviously it's just, you have to be on the same wavelength and stuff. So it was hard for them both to get through it, or be on the same page about quitting and stuff. It was very depressing.
And this is what she's saying, is that it was easier for Fred and Laura to get away from each other because as long as they were together, that, you know, the vibe was that they would have more of a hard time kicking it. That's understandable, and that is true. That is very much true.
Not always happy life at all. Want you to do is stay in that miserable, lonely, or just horrible lifestyle like they're in. You know, they want you to bring you down to that, back to that, and see you fail too. It makes them feel better.
I mean, 2 years ago, I never thought I would really be clean. And now I'm sitting here 20 months clean.
Fred said he's 20 months clean. Congratulations, Fred. For real. For real. I don't think anybody is trying to take any of that away from you guys at all. I don't think that's what it is. I think that like Curse was saying, we all the time will get to a point where we go back to the beginning and start trying to put together what was said by the people who possibly were there that day. Okay? Some people have never been talked to. I'm sure law enforcement talked to them, but other than that, you know, weird shit, shady shit. I don't think it's that. But there's contradictions in what's being said.
Yeah,
I never thought it was.
I know, it's crazy. And it's like, and it's like, it's just like almost like a light switch, you know? I mean, I can't, can you imagine going back to that?
Good for you, Fred.
Well, most of them are like kind of working the system, you know, playing the system a little bit, trying to use only certain times in order to avoid, and then you eventually get caught that way.
Do not buy new windows
Get
if you live
caught
in.
how? Ziggy was gonna, I think, tell us how to be a criminal. Damn it, commercial.
Yeah,
Could be
and
wrong.
also Fred knows, like, for that, you know, we are such great friends first that I mean, he's never even called me a name. What, you know, why do people feel like I'm in danger? He's never even called me a bitch ever. He's never called me out of my name ever, besides Ziggy. I mean, but it's my nickname here, right?
I would like to take a time off her head.
Yeah. Was oh, what I was gonna say is, even if, like, for some reason there was issues with Fred and I, like, in our relationship, where it's, I just don't ever, I always see him in my life. I can't imagine him not being in my life. And, you know,
that's
the only way I could
that's
see that
so
ever happening is if
sweet.
he, you know, even if he did start using again, I can't imagine never talking to him again. But obviously I can't have that in my life or whatever, but I just don't see that happening. That just doesn't seem like it's.
What about
Oh, we
Summer?
don't even talk to, we don't go anywhere.
What about Summer?
I would like to take a time off her head.
Yeah. So,
Sometimes
yes.
I drink some coffee or something with caffeine or something.
You guys, trust and believe, you guys would know if I would, like, I would be.
What about Summer? Remember, Ziggy, you said if you ever found out that he was lying to you about the Summer Wells case and about Summer, you said then that you wouldn't have anything to do with him, right? Does that bother you with the contradictions that's being said? Fred, come over here. Come over here, Fred. I want to talk to you. For real.
Very obvious. Just like when.
Because I see him telling her something, and, you know, it kind of, maybe there's a knot between the tin cans. You know what I'm saying? There's a knot in between the tin cans. So, you know, it's not computing, and it's coming out different.
When Jim passed and stuff, I could not fake it. I could not fake being happy on here. If you guys remember, so many people hated it and did not come around because I was so depressed. And people don't want telling me that this really bad quickly. She can't. Nobody could do it by emailing me or sending me, because I'll be over it by the time I go live.
Yeah, UV resin, and it's just like that molds and stuff and use it on doing.
1,000 grams.
You just want to use it on small stuff.
So it's 35 ounces. So there's 8 ounces per cup. So you find out the people that really support her, they're all like exactly like Dawn Wells.
What? Hold
No
on.
girls.
Rewind.
Like the epoxy resin.
Okay, she's talking about a resin.
4.5
Lord,
cups.
Ziggy.
It's about 4.5 cups.
He does
Ew.
seem like he cares for Ziggy.
Let's see, 35.
And I agree.
I
I agree. I think that he does.
4.375 cups.
I think there's a point that he does say things just to, you know.
Yeah, it's not like the epoxy resin where it's like, you know, the price you pay for this, you would get probably a gallon A and gallon B, maybe. I don't know. I know this is expensive, so I don't know exactly how much you pay, but I know it's expensive.
It's expensive. It is. Okay. Say what you were going to say about Don Wells.
I know. Like, let's see where you live, Six Up. I'm sure your life is so great. Like, how do you not see how your world is like completely in shambles? Like, I don't see. But I guess when you're distracting and watching somebody else 24/7.
Wow. That was you are just a very kind person, aren't you, Ziggy? For real. I don't know, Six Up. Watch out. She'll do a reading on you. She'll do a reading. For real. Lord help us.
Hold on. So yeah, these are going to be small. It's going to be smaller than the epoxy for about the same price. So this will make a lot of jewelry. This is two of those bottles that I was using yesterday. $15 for it. Well, but at the same time,
I don't care.
I made these cool little hearts.
That's sweet.
And I made this for somebody, but I can't show who because it's a surprise. But it's just
okay.
Like $15. I can get.
Well,
like
I must have missed where she said that about Don Wells.
I don't know how I can really fix it.
Okay, somebody's not any better than Don Wells, right? Something like that. All right, Ziggy. I am at 2 hours. My throat's getting sore. Applaud you. Lord have mercy, Ziggy. I don't even know what to say to you. I really don't. You left, remain calm, speechless. Speechless. For real. Six Up has a job where they take out taxes. Oh, mic drop. That I just think that's, you know, this, I am using Ziggy as an example of what it means to hate bond with someone. Okay? And from my understanding, from what she said, we heard her. She said that this ex was in jail at the time, right? And it was Ziggy, 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 right? She felt bad for him. He even cried, she said. He was in jail and he cried, my woman, right? She felt bad for him. How many honey buns did you buy him, Ziggy? I want to know. I want to know. You better tell us. A great example of hate bonding. Believe me, I had it happen to me. I can see when it happens now. I know when it happens. I see it. Oh, shit. Lord have mercy. We get you, love, Fred. We do get that, Ziggy. But you do have to admit that, you know, we're going back to the beginning. And hey, you know what? I'm along for the ride. If you guys want to go back to the beginning, let me know. I'll come over to whoever's channel and hang out for a little while. I'll even pull my notes out. I will. I don't mind doing that. We can start from the beginning. I don't know if anything, I'm not saying I have anything that might make a difference, or I might have something that will fit with something somebody else is looking at. I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Me and Glenview hate bonding down here over dislikes the resin fumes most. Yeah, that's not good. And why would she even say that little Ziggy was kind of afraid of the environment? TBI, FBI, Hawkins County, Ronnie Lawson really needs to go back and re-interview, give lie detector tests looking at these people. Well, I think, Lisa, that my opinion is when Fred goes back to Tennessee, I think that he needs to be addressed about the situation. And I do think he needs to be given a lie detector test. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I got a nasty cold. Nasty cold. For real. For real, for real. Okay, Flies, would you or Poppy please drop Stephen, True Wrecking Crime, and Matthew? Sure needs appearance. Grandest Hunter. Honestly, there's a lot of people. I mean, Jose passed away, right? So Jose passed away. There were a few people that passed away from that area. Well, I'm sure they did talk to people on Ben Hill Road. And a lot of people have come out and said, believe it or not, that Dawn and Candace don't know what happened to Summer. But somewhere, somewhere, something might have happened that Candace didn't pay attention to. That's what Dr. Phil said. If you guys go back and watch Dr. Phil, right? He basically said that at some point, someone out of character may have approached them or something like that, and that she's just not bringing it to the forefront of her mind. Look what happened with oh gosh, what was the girl's name that got, oh my gosh, I can't believe I don't remember her name, from Utah, and the weird guy that acted like he was a Mormon kidnapped her. And I can't believe I cannot remember that girl's name off the top of my head. Thank you, Flies. Hey, let me know when Matthew releases his little video for you. Is he going to send it just to you? Is he going to just give it to you, Flies? She claimed someone was driving by their house stalking them. Elizabeth Smart. Thank you, Zena. Her sister didn't remember for quite a long time. Well, I mean, the thing about saying all that stuff about Cotton wasn't alive anymore. Right? Thank you, Flies. I appreciate you. No, I I don't dislike Ziggy at all. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike Fred. But something ain't jiving. Something just ain't jiving. So, you know, they can't blame other people for Fred and Ziggy basically, you know, bringing him the attention by saying what they're saying in the Summer Wells case. So, seriously. I mean, it's YouTube. Oh, he's supposed to tag you in it? Well, he better tag me in it. I want to see it. For real. Oh, you want to keep it to yourself, Lies? You want me to tell him to just send it to you? Only you? Everybody is a person of interest unless law enforcement says differently. And basically, I mean, when Andy called Pruitt was like, why y'all listening to Fred? Right? Why y'all listening to Fred? Yeah, they blamed a lot of people. For real. All right, I'm getting off here. And because I'm trying to keep my lives down and not do 3-hour lives. My throat's been kind of sore, so after and that's at 2 hours. So if they do get a little shorter, don't come for me. But don't go show Ziggy no hate, because that's not what we do over here. Okay? No reason to go hate on her. And obviously, all I can say is this. She's not going to, she has her own way of thinking about everything that Fred's done in the past. You know, I can understand that. Who wants somebody to bring their past up from 20 years ago, right? People do change, for real. So, damn, Glenview Tops has the names. Wow. That's crazy. Well, May, you can just stay over here. It's okay. All right? You don't have to go over there. We're not going to make you. We're not making you. All right. Thank you, mods. Thank you very much. And I will catch you guys later. And we've got to do some news tomorrow. For real. Thank you, Flies. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, girl. I do not pay you to be a mod. You too, Poppy. Thank you. Dana, thank you so much. That means a lot. You guys mean a lot. For real. And Zena, where are you, Zena? Zena gifted 5 memberships. That is so cool, Zena. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm getting off here, and pup pass. You better believe it. And go do you. Have a good night, and I will catch you guys later. Fred Hill, come over here and talk to me.